Hi everybody, my name is Katie and I am a Bernie Sanders volunteer in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I speak decent French, I speak just enough Spanish to make an absolute fool of myself, and I don't speak any Somali, I don't speak any Hmong, I don't speak any Amharic, I don't speak any Cambodian, and this has been a little bit of a problem as I've been door knocking because it's such a shame to go up to somebody's door and see that they've got a little round I voted sticker right on it. They're super proud of being engaged in politics, and we don't have a word in common when they actually answer the door. So I'm hoping that I can bring you along in my pocket on my phone and introduce you to anyone I run into who I can't share language with so that we can still speak about Bernie Sanders. So I'm hoping that I can ask you, if you are bilingual in a language that is widely spoken in Minnesota and you're a Bernie Sanders supporter, to record a little video, maybe about 3 minutes long. Try to keep a focus on making sure that the lighting is good and that people can see your lips move and that people can hear you well. Try to look at the camera because it looks more like you're talking to the person and it's easier to read your lips. So I recommend, I'm doing this as a selfie, but I definitely recommend turning the camera around and having somebody else hit start and stop so that you'll remember to look at the lens. Anyway, about a 3-minute video introducing yourself, introducing why you're on video at somebody's front door, and then speaking about why you support Bernie and why you think people from your community are naturals to support Bernie. And talking about introducing Bernie's positions to your community in areas that you know are important to your community. And then a little closer to seal the deal, since whoever is carrying this video of you in their pocket won't be able to do that. And then a second video to explain how to caucus, that if somebody actually wants to caucus for Bernie, they can learn how. But let's start with the first video. I'm going to give an example and call myself an English American, and whenever I say English, you would say your language, but here we go. And I'm going to do an intro, and then I'm going to come back as myself and explain what I'd like to hear in the middle, but it's for you to talk about, and then I'll do an example outro. All right, so here we go. Hello, my name is Katie, and I am an English American from Minneapolis, Minnesota. My friend, who's showing you this video, doesn't speak English, so I'm here to explain why we think that Bernie Sanders should be America's next president. I won't take much of your time, but if you have a moment, I'd like to tell you about his positions on issues that are important to our community, and I'd like to ask you to join me on March 1st to vote for Bernie Sanders as the Democratic DFL Party's nominee for president. Okay, at this point, talk about why you like Bernie and what your community should know about Bernie because of things that they seem to care about every time a national election comes around. Also, if there's anything else that's important to your community, for example, if they really like Keith Ellison, be sure to mention that Keith Ellison has endorsed Bernie's run for president. That's about it. I would say overall, no need to really mention Hillary Clinton unless you feel it's absolutely necessary. If there's some reason that you really think you should, go for it. But if you're just not sure, probably just keep this video about Bernie. Okay, here we go. So doing the closer. Thanks for taking the time to talk with me today. My friend here has enjoyed meeting you, and I wish I could have met you in person. If you're undecided and you would like more information about Bernie Sanders, take your thumb and your pinky and put them to your face like a telephone and give my friend your phone number, and we at the campaign will try to have somebody call you and tell you more about Bernie Sanders in English. If you want to vote for Bernie Sanders on March 1st, hold out your hand and make a check mark with your finger like you're voting. And my friend will pull up a second video and show you another video that explains how you can vote at the caucuses for Bernie. So thanks again for taking some time with us today. My friend and I hope that you will join us on March 1st to vote for Bernie. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I stumbled through that a little bit. Probably could use a little more rehearsal if you were doing it for real. Again, the more you can look at the camera, etc., the better, but mostly just the faster we have these videos, the better. So thank you so much for your time and have fun. Oh, And let me know when you're done with it at sandersvid@klg.cps.com. Thanks a lot.